Hey, yo, man, silent majority. Welcome back. I'm Nastavas. In today's video, we're gonna be going over writing. Specifically, we're gonna do how do you start. I open here an open canvas, and one thing I want to suggest is I'm gonna make a numbered list real quick. Yep. Um, I think there's a handful of things to start with. A lot of times it boils down to let's say a character. Maybe your setting came first. You have a dystopian future, or your main character has a single power or something. So kind of like setting. Sometimes a setting can come first. Maybe just a simple concept can be your start point for how you want to open up your story. Like the concept of an an event could have taken place, and thus now whatever character is a part of your story will now be either after or maybe the thing that started an event. You never know. Up to you. A lot of things can, a lot of these bleed into each other, and this is how it happens. Like setting turns into like world building, character turns into characters. Sorry, I missed an R there. R-A. An event can take place. So like you could start like a character. Maybe you just have like the name of the character. Sometimes it's the setting of the world. Sometimes a simple concept like a mineral got found or something and it spurred on something new. Maybe aliens coming on this was an event catalyst for something new in your current setting. Just that happened. And sometimes the simplest thing, the name of the story. Sometimes simply the title of something can just spur an idea. A lot of these tend to happen. Like you just got inspired by like a word or phrase. Um, so if we take famous works, one of the things was so we can do boys actions show needed. And then we have the guy creating the idea. He's like, ooh, I liked the name of this show. All right, you like the name of it? You feel like you could sell people on just the name of your show or book, story. Sometimes you're like, "Ooh, I got this concept," or something. You get like you need the voice action show, and you're like, "Well, name it," and then you're like, you start filtering ideas. And then thus you start going, this, then, and the other thing. So this is like how you come up with a title. Eventually, you stumble on, you guessed it. You guessed the name of the guy we're doing it. We're doing Danny Phantom as a linchpin and a yardstick. So this is one of the idea generated generation processes we can see. He's done it live on his channel, and they'll just been whatever, uh, however you view him now or back then. It doesn't matter so long as you. This is about the concept, the the generating process behind how we got from point A to point B. So then another story, you're like, well, what's one with an event? Well, let's see here. Let's see. The concept of an event that changed a reality. Well, let's borrow An event that changed your reality. I'm just coming up with my own stories on this. Not, you know what? That's one. Nuclear fallout. Um, you could say radiation, uh, faults, uh, so if you're thinking this is a lot like D&D memes, where a person's like, your character's really familiar to me. So what about it? It's like, yeah, so you're this, that, and the other thing, and it's like, well, yeah, I don't see it. So is your character this? And they're like, no, and then they play the theme of the thing. So if you're wondering what this is clearly the Fallout series, where like the planet's been induced by nuclear fallout, and thus the world changed. The result of a concept. I'll be borrowing an anime for this one. So anime comes from a lot of different concepts. This one, or maybe even like concept, maybe slash concept event slash discovery. And then for this one, oh whoa. um, so for this one, for um, like you could just say, I like you're trying to conceptualize your story, and it's just what was a good concept for a story that I'm thinking of? Like, let's think in terms of, hmm, like, okay, so here's one. It's from an anime, but it's also one of my other stories that I've been working on. So this one, it's like young adolescents are given driver's ed, um, police and detective training, and have firearms. And we can have a stray, um, evil student. What do we call it? Ransack? No. We call it, we can say like an evil student, stray evil student. Um, attack, actively messes with the protagonist. Actually, you know what? This doesn't even need to be a thing. You just say this. You want this to happen in, like, let's say the real world if this was a real thing. Real thing. Ugh, storing today. We're gonna. You're basically doing this as a byproduct of something or a concept, and the main core of this idea comes from setting in world. Uh, this is basically not just like the actual setting. This is like like period time period. And we're gonna tilde this into being s. So you can have it your time and your setting be absolutely anything. You could be set in the in medieval, god damn it, I said, oh my goodness, there we go, medieval Europe. What? Oh, capital A. It's like medieval Europe, but like the year is 2000 ABC. Um, like you could just, so it's like it's been 2000 years and they're still using like flintlocks and stuff. And this is just spurs on something, or maybe also a new discovery happened and it's like like magic plus techn technology. Like like begin a new renaissance. It's AI science, isn't it? Yep, in a new renaissance. And it's just it begins a snowball effect. You have all these other options. There's plenty of other ones. You could also do another setting in where it's it's space plus magic. We got like space magic, uh, like an emphasis on order and chaos. Uh, Multiple planets. And then this is just going to help you set up you for your world. And then characters. Maybe your character has like a specific talent. It's like runs. If I did anything like this, it would probably be for that. And then he runs 40 yards in 4.2 seconds. It's 40 yards in 4.2 seconds. Forced into his high school football program as a clandestine secret player. Ooh, like you get where I'm going at. It's like you have all these options, or maybe 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 university university student um gambles to make enough money for medical school. Cool. It's the girl, frames his teacher for it. Well, his friends initially, but teaches them his ways to make the necessary. Money makes the money for medical school the right way, the right way. The whole story is a retelling of this experience. So if you're wondering, the anime here, this is Shield 21. And and this one is 21. The movie. A lot of things can trigger your human ideas. Now, once you latch on to something, I recommend keeping your phone on you roughly at all times, so you can jot these down unless you're somehow at home. If you are at home, doing research, Control Enter to make a new page, by the way. So I also do some of the following. I had a friend ask me, well, actually, no, I'll do that later. That'll be specific things. Now, how do you start writing this? That'll be my next part on this series, but your character has maybe something secret, maybe you're trying to put emphasis on something. Regardless of what your story becomes in the end, you have a start point. How you write for that is up to you. If you're ever struggling, I say research something similar. And if you happen to be writing this, make a new page, Control Enter. I recommend setting up a couple of new pages and then just mark it down as notes. And then scroll down to them. And when you scroll down to them, just mark them with like a three-lettered thing. So let's say a set of numbers like, and then you put like a string of numbers after it, and then you put that in your margins at top. So if I were to do this, I would do it here instead. So I would go here, and then I'd put like my title, like me, and then down here would be like, and then I'd say, write about how fireballs will deal ice damage for no reason. And then I'd say 01 current area. Now, obviously, I don't know. My current where I last saved. This way, I never lose my spot, and I always remember where it is. And I just keep doing this. I don't use LJK for this. I use another set of words. Use whatever you want. I say 3 letters that you can possibly remember, followed by either 2 letters or 3 letters. And you basically state what the thing is, and you copy paste that like that. And when you have other things you're researching, like things of your notes, you put them here. So then you're like, And basically, you're gonna put this as your website reference. Hold on, did not do the thing I wanted. Stop doing that. Let me do this. So this is the website where you got your research from, or maybe notes on what you took, like fireball now deals ice damage as we fight in a new elemental thing of ice that overrides the fire property. And then I put here example 987, and I'd be like, find a way to allow MC, main character, to discover how this happens in the next chapter after dealing with current villain. And that'd be that. That would be that. These are just a couple of my tips that I'm doing. Next up, we're going to figure out how to start writing. If you found this helpful, subscribe and comment at least. I'm trying to get to at least 100 subscribers. That's all I ever wanted out of this YouTube thing in the first place, just 100 subscribers. See how fast I can do it. It's been 5 years. So if you can help me out, that'd be great. Till next time, okay? Ciao.